Hello, happy Thursday. Welcome to our live Divine Energy Flow session um, every Thursday at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. Uh, Thank you for being here. Welcome. I honor you. If you have not been here before, my name is Carla, and welcome. So tonight, before the actual session, we are going to talk about letting go to receive. So, the energy of letting go, the energy of holding on to things, and all that kind of stuff. Um, all right. So, you may be watching this on Facebook or you may be watching it on YouTube. Wherever you are, we would love to invite you to join the Facebook community if you have not, or join the YouTube community and subscribe if you have not. Just kind of get into all of it because we have a lot of different things going on. And the Cultural Awakening is not just divine energy flow, it's a lot of other things too. So you can get more from that, and then you can get some more things from my YouTube channel that is not going to be in the Divine Energy Flow Facebook group. So, with that said, let's breathe. I don't know how y'all doing. I don't know how your week's been. I don't know how you're feeling. I don't know how you're dealing with the energy that we're feeling, and that's all of that's happening right now. But we're going to talk about that a little bit too. So, first, let's breathe because I had a very crazy day, and I'm sure a lot of you have too. So, and if you haven't, then that's okay too. Breathing is beautiful, and just kind of sitting here and really becoming present and getting into that beautiful space of just stillness, just for a few minutes. Yes, I have been crying today. Was a train wreck for a couple of hours, which is okay. I'm gonna kind of tell y'all about that a little bit. But let's breathe. So just breathe in through your nose, nice deep breath, and out through the mouth. In between, you want to just kind of sit for a moment and just kind of soak in the stillness of the moment in between the breaths, right? So let's breathe again. Soak it up. I feel better already. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I invite all of our spirit guides, guardian angels, whatever it is that um, do, whoever it is you call in, Jesus, whoever, whatever. Just, I call in for me, I call in my guardian angels and my spirit guides, and just to help me to be of greatest service to you all, and to be of greatest service, and to help me just kind of keep my mind where I'm supposed to be, because my mind wanders like normal people. And I really want to get a few points across here in this live today. So, yes, I was going to tell you just a little tiny bit about my train wreck of a emotional roller coaster day that I had. It had nothing to do with anything else in the day. It had a lot of things to do with little things that happen just all day long. But really, no matter what happens, we have the choice to choose how to respond to it. And right now, it's been for probably a month. I don't know what's happening in the stars. Like I always say, I'm not an astrologer. I don't know what's happening in the stars, but some major shit's going down because I can feel it. You know, I was crying over some things that really probably shouldn't have been cried about. It wasn't that serious. There are way bigger things in the world happening than what I was going through. you know? But you have to honor what you're going through at the same time. So, like, you can sit here and realize, well, this is maybe a little silly to cry over, maybe, but there's something underneath it, or there's just an energetics that's going on, which is really what I think is happening. I think it's both. I mean, um, there's something underneath everything. Like there's something underneath each emotion that you feel and each trigger. I was triggered so much. I've been triggered so much in the past month that it's like I'm not even myself. It's like I'm a completely different person. And it's really weird. But I know that that's not going to last forever. I know that we're going through a lot of things. We have a lot of ascension symptoms. My body's been just hurting. Everything, everything's been hurting and all this. And it's all good. Like I feel like our bodies are upgrading and getting more light. Like we're the denseness is getting more light, so our bodies are changing, and it's a process. And so yeah, even our bodies are going through it at the moment. Not only just our emotional and our mental um, well-being, but our poor little bodies are changing. And so we just have to kind of go with the flow, man. So if you are experiencing this, it's okay. Like it's okay. Like I cried for a couple of hours today. Finally got my daughter in the car after school, and I just vented to her and cried more. Because for some reason, when I have a person with me that I can vent to, I cry. But if I don't have a person with me, I can't cry for some reason. It's like so weird. That's why it's beautiful having like a really close group of friends that you can, like it's like a permission slip to cry for me for some reason. But crying is beautiful. I love crying because it's like when it rains, on Mother Earth, it's like that cleansing, and it's the same thing for our energy. It's the same thing for our system. We need to let it out. It's all good. So, emotions, all of it, it's okay. It's okay. It's not all love and light. I said that last week, and it's just not. It's not, you feel once you start feeling energy, you feel the energy of a lot of things. Like you feel all the craziness in the world. You feel all the beauty in the world as well. So it's like not all love and light, but it's not all, shadow either as well. So with that being said, we will move on to the subject of letting go. So I did write a few notes just so that I wouldn't because sometimes I'll just forget what I'm saying. It's just one of my things, and that's okay. Um, so, first of all, let's talk about this. So, letting go doesn't mean like I give up in the sense of I quit. It doesn't mean I quit, trying, taking action to make the thing or whatever. If you have to take action on something, take action on it. Like if you're So we'll get into that in a little minute. So it doesn't mean giving up. There's nothing wrong with letting go. It's basically a surrender to a higher self, surrender to God if you wish, surrender to Jesus, surrender to whoever resonates with you, whatever resonates with you, creator, universe, all of that. Could be surrendering to your own higher self as well, you know. Um, And I am 100% speaking, like, I'm looking at myself right now. It's so funny when I do these videos because 'cause I'm talking to myself, literally looking at myself. So I'm speaking to myself because I have not mastered this, not even in the slightest, but I know it, and I do, and when I catch myself, the thing is awareness, and the thing is, knowing when you need to let go, like, knowing when it's like, "Okay, this is not doing me any type of justice. Like I can't even control this, or maybe you can control it." So we'll talk about all of those things. So we create our reality, right? Some of us watching this, you already know you create your reality through your frequency, through your emotions, through the way you feel, right? And through your energy. And if we create our reality from that, then the dominant frequency, so the dominant emotion, because your emotion is your frequency. Your emotions, your thoughts, your belief systems. The belief system's not really your frequency. It causes the emotions, which causes the thoughts, or maybe it causes the thoughts, which causes the emotions. Whichever, it all goes together. So, um, so whatever state of mind you're in most of the time, whatever emotion, like if you find yourself um, in gratitude, a lot of the time, like if you can snap out of anything and bring it to a place of gratitude, then you will find more things to be grateful for. It's just the way that the law of attraction works. This is just law of attraction, basic law of attraction, right? So if you are depressed. You ever notice, like, when it's good, and when it's bad? Like, it's because you create more of whatever it is that you're feeling, whatever it is that you're putting out. What you put out, you get back in, all those little, sayings, cliches that are completely, true. That's what it is. So, when we're talking about energy and we're talking about, letting go, feel this, right? Let's feel it. What's the opposite of letting go, right? Clinging on. Clinging on is the opposite of letting go. Um, Holding on, clinging on, um, tensing. So you're tensed up. You are, let's see if I wrote anything down here. So you're tense, you're clenched up. You restrict the flow. You restrict the natural flow of the universe. The good part, the natural, beautiful flow when you're constricted. Okay, you get that, like that. Like, think of something that really has just been on your mind lately, and you just can't, and you just feel like you could never let it go. Like, and it's just really, really bothering you. Like, feel that just for a moment. Take a deep breath if you'd like. Now, feel the energy of letting go. Letting go all of a sudden is relaxed. It's light. It's like light and fluffy. You're relaxed. You're soft. You're soft. You've softened. You were hard. When you hold on, you're hard. Everything is, but when you let go, it softens. Like when you meditate, it's like soften your head, soften your face, soften your eyes, soften, everything. That is the energy of letting go. When you are softened and when you're like that, then you're open to the natural flow of abundance, flow of love, flow of nature, flow. You're open to the natural flow of the beauty in life, right? So, huge difference in energetics here. So let's go through a couple scenarios, not necessarily scenarios, but like, um, relationships. Okay, and you everyone watching this has been here. Okay, so you're in a relationship. You are super. I want to say you love the person. Well, sometimes it's not love; it's just sort of like obsession, right? But the person breaks up with you or whatever, whatever, right? You are not with the person anymore, but you want it back. And you want it back so bad. That person can literally feel that. Like it's like this restrictive, it's not cute. It's not helpful to get in the relationship back at all. um, you can literally feel the other person's, like, you can feel their need to their clinging onto you, okay? Anyone that's been in, you know, anyone that's 30 has been through some of these type of relationships or people, and it could be a friendship, whatever. I'm just giving some examples. Once the person lets go, you ever notice that once the person, like, quits caring about you, all of a sudden you want them back, or like you're like, "Oh, what happened? That person quit. That person quit. They don't like me anymore." It's so ridiculous, but it's the way our, like, humanness works. Tell me if you agree with this. Please leave a comment. Let me know if this is something that is not, it's definitely not just me. This is definitely something that, yeah, exactly. Thank you, Dizzy. I love your name. Okay, so relationships. Another thing is just situations that you can't control. A situation that you can't control, there's many, many, many situations that you can't control. Obviously, the only thing to do is to let it go, because it makes no sense to cling on to it and to hold on to it when you have no control of it. It could be another person, the way they act, a scenario that you don't, yes, definitely, it's a cat and mouse game. Um, for the relationships, I'm guessing that you put that on. I'm loving the interaction. Thank you so much. Um, so yeah, situation you can't control. So when you let that go, you let it go to that higher power, that higher self, whatever it is that you resonate with. The things that you can control, really, you control all of it except for other people. Um, but that goes a little deeper, and maybe we can talk about that a different day. So the basics, things that you can control, you do what you can do, you take aligned action, you get into the feeling of whatever it is that you want, and you take action that makes sense, to go that makes sense, and then you let it go. And then you just let it go. And when you let it go, you allow for it, for the beautiful synchronicities and the beautiful people that come into your life and you least expect it. If you just continue, if you let it go but continue to move around in it, to play in it, meaning it's fun, like it's not like a have to do something, but it's a, you make it like fun, and you make it just something that is, that's okay if it doesn't necessarily happen. It's not going to probably happen the way you want to anyway, so you don't even have a freaking clue. What We don't have a clue what we're even talking about when we're trying to hold on to stuff, because we don't even know how it's supposed to work out. Like, we don't even know how. Listen, the little things that we want, the universe, God, whatever, has something way better in store for us half the time, are different in store, whatever it is. And we just don't know that yet. And maybe we won't know it for a while. So that's why it's very important to just keep your center, like keep your, as much as possible, um, keep your focus on surrendering. Do what I can do, take aligned action, and keep and surrender, right? Um, Money. Oof. So I'm gonna tell you a quick short story about one of my best friends. I'm not gonna say his name because he's gonna get embarrassed. But one of my close friends, I've watched him go through a lot of stuff in his life, right? And I've watched him go through not having money, and then all of a sudden, um, really getting in touch with like his spiritual side, and all of a sudden the money starts coming. But you know what he's doing, and I see this all the time. He's a giver. He just gives. Like, it's almost like he just gives to everything and everybody, and it's like it comes back multiplied, multiplied, multiplied. He has so much going on. There's so many different avenues of money that he can make now, and it all sort of started when he started not being stingy, or not being frugal with his money, because money is just energy, right? And abundance comes in a million ways. Like, there's no, you don't just need money. Some people don't need money at all. Some people don't need money, and that's my goal. My goal in life is to like live in the woods and to eat whatever plant, whatever is around me, and to not need money and stuff, just to live like somewhere in the woods and to have a small shelter. I don't want a big, huge thing, but the abundance is gonna be just the beauty of everyday life, like and abundance will still flow in physical stuff, food. I'll end up finding many trees with fruit on it that I can eat. I'll end up whatever. It'll just all work out. Um, Abundance is not just money. Abundance, like you can all of a sudden somehow your rent can just start being paid. Like you could just find a situation where you won't need to pay rent, or you can find a situation where you don't need a car anymore. So there's the car payment, so you don't need that. Like there's so many different types of abundance that if you just focus on money, um, yeah, you're just missing most of it because money's just energy. So let's talk about money, the energy, the frequency of needing, and this is something that I'm working on because I still live in like my little bubble still needs money, right? So this is something I'm still definitely working on, and I've gotten a lot better with it, and the money comes a lot easier now. But it's difficult when you're definitely like when you're first starting like all this knowledge about energy and all that, like it's so hard to put money, needing the money on the back burner. So needing the money is like needing the person in the relationship. It's like I can't even figure out the word I want to say. It's like a deflection. It's like you're pushing it away whenever you are are hustling, and I have to do this and I have to do this to make the money and to do it. So all that stuff is you're more pushing it away than anything. And I've noticed this, and I'll just tell you a little quick story. So I do Uber Eats and all these different little apps, right? And I noticed that when I go out and sit at the restaurants and wait and wait, at the restaurants for the things for the deliveries to come up, I don't ever get no deliveries. But when I sit at my damn house, like if I just sit at home, I could be just laying down all day and it'll just be like beep, once an hour or so, beep, and it'll be like 15, $20. I'm like, hell yeah, sit at my damn house all day, easier, chilling, and it's making me more money than if I was than when I go out and try real hard, you know? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my God, thank you so much. Beautiful. So, ah, hmm, I just honor you for being here. I just honor you for being here and for listening. I hope the things that I'm talking about, it's like I've been these things. That I don't necessarily like have huge issues with this anymore, but I know that a lot of people that are just starting this journey are. And so I'm really trying to talk to the ones that need to hear what I'm saying, not necessarily the ones that are like, 10 years into their spiritual awakening. They know all about energy, they know how all this stuff works and all that. So my focus is the newer, like the babies in the spiritual world. God, I just want to help so much. That is my 100% prime uh, purpose. All right, let me see what else I wrote on here. I didn't write much. Um, thank you. So, all right, so let's go ahead, and if there's no questions, like specifically about this, then we'll go ahead and start doing the session. Um, I'm not sure if I've ever seen you here before, Dizzy. So I'm going to tell you what I do. And for anyone who is here, that uh, may not be completely familiar with the divine energy flow work. Um, Basically, I'm a Reiki and quantum touch certified, but somewhere along the lines, I kind of discovered a different way of doing it, and it's sort of I've been told that it's like a light language, and I think it is somewhat some of that, but it's just some more of an intuitive um, energy work. And so it's a transmission of light frequency. Um, and so just lay back, relax. I'm gonna do some cleansing of my space and of yours. So remember that energy knows no time and space. No matter when you're watching this or where you are, no matter if being live or watching it later or you know all that, none of that matters. It's all good. You will receive the energy. It doesn't matter if it's a year from now or today. So take a few deep breaths. Either lay back and just relax. Don't worry about what I'm doing. I mean, you can watch me if you want, but you don't have to. You just relax and just soak it in. Whatever your intention is, go ahead and just kind of state it out loud or to yourself. And I'm going to state, hello, flying high. And I'm going to state this intention. So, my intention is for you to receive the perfect amount of this transmission for your highest good and for your highest evolution now and in time. Just doing some cleansing. I'm going to do myself too. You can also sit up if you'd like. You don't have to lay down. All right. Hello, Catherine and Eleanor. Thank you for being here. We are just starting our Divine Energy Flow session. Just lay back, relax, sit down, relax. We are starting. Open your heart. If you want, you can tap on your heart. Just open it up and just receive, receive. You'll see me moving my hands a little bit, and then sometimes you won't. So sometimes I'm just feeling the energy, and sometimes I'm working with it. So don't worry about what I'm doing. Take some nice deep breaths. I'm going to start from the top. So from the top of your head, even a little above it, and work down. Just expanding the crown. Just working in the crown. Moving down. Just going to kind of work on the mind a little bit. Any anxiety. A little down to the throat. Just getting it back into the flow. I feel some sadness, and I don't know if that's from somebody that may be watching this or maybe at a later date, or it might be in the collective somewhere. But if that's you, we're going to work on the heart a little bit. Open the heart, just expand it. Just working with the heart energy. better. That's good. Mm. And we're going to move lower. Remember that your power is within you, at the solar plexus. Expand that power. Expand that. Try not to think too much. Just be present. Just be here. Feel into your body. Feel into the energetics of your body. It'll keep you present. Feel it shift. Feel it shift. Feel it shift. Down to the sacral, the sacred sacral. Mhm. Mhm. Mm. All right, now we're going to go down to the root. And just imagine yourself right now just growing roots from your tailbone down into the ground. Just imagine the roots growing, no matter if you're laying down, sitting up, sitting on the floor, sitting in a chair, it doesn't matter. Pretend like you're sitting on the ground and the roots are just coming out strong all the way far beyond and down all the way to the center of the earth. Just like a tree. Mhm. Strong, grounded. Mhm. I'm just gonna hold space for whatever it is you're going through. Whatever it is that's on your mind, whatever things you're going through at this time in your life. It's okay to cry. This is energy work, so, like, it's okay to cry right now. You can cry. If you feel anything stuck, just kinda, like, say you feel something stuck in your stomach, I mean, anywhere, just kind of you can do this to it. You can just kinda, like, beat on your legs, on your belly, a lot of it's in your belly, a lot of it's in your organs. Just kinda breathe it out. Everything is allowed right now. Any emotion, any feeling, any outward expression of energetics. Get up and dance if you want. All of it is really good. All of it works. Take some deep breaths. I feel so much better after doing this. My day was so crazy. I hope that you feel better as well. So you can continue to meditate. If you have any questions, you can ask. You can just go to sleep. It might have you feeling super comfortable. Do whatever it is that your body is asking for. Drink some water. I do personal sessions. If you look in the comments, it'll bring you to the Call to Awakening website, and that's where you'll find that's where you'll find sessions or just coaching sessions on how to deal with the energetics of what's going on right now, or how to deal with your own thing. And um, so we have all that to offer. We also have like really cute clothes and stuff on the website. So like, go check it out. Thank you for being here. I guess I will go ahead and end this live. If you have any questions, and like if you're watching this later and you have any questions, please go ahead and leave them in the comments. If you have anything that you want me to talk about, flying high, dizzy, you guys, please tell me what you need. What do you need right now in your spiritual journey for me to talk about? What do you need to hear? What do you need to learn that maybe I have an insight or a perspective on that can help? So thank you for being here so much. I honor you in the deepest way, and gratitude to you. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend, wonderful week. Thank you so much. I'm such a crier. Like I could still cry all the time, probably. Thank you so much. It means so much to my heart. So every Thursday, 7 o'clock Central Time. Y'all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next Thursday.